and make a broadside turn.
Yeah, I realize this, but I'm committed now.
Yep. And that's why you're going to die.
Yep.
Good job, team, supporting us. Back to port. At least I did my part. I deleted a fucking Neptune right off the bat. Right off the bat. Get out.
Mm-hmm.
You're fired.
I am, or the team is?
That Neptune.
Oh.
Do you have any other tier 9s?
Nope. And I am about... If I wanted to spend my free XP, I need 35,000 more free XP.
Don't worry about it then.
Yeah.
Sup, C-Tards, morning. Let's do Dota.
Whiskey?
Whiskey, please.
You realize this is the boating channel, right? And not general? Is this
Oh,
just
God.
gonna be a
Yeah.
thing now? I'm sorry, it was a low-hanging fruit, but much like you and
Yeah.
Fubuki, I had to hit it.
Yeah, I know. No, that's totally okay. Oh, God. I was just so happy, like, the power and the Wi-Fi came back. Because, like, last night, at 10 p.m., just as I'm playing Warframe with the C-Tards, the power goes in, like, half of my house. And my dad's like, what the hell did you do? And I'm like, I didn't do nothing. And then, okay. And then, I'll wake up and suddenly the power's come back. And my dad's slipping a note under bed. He's like, yeah, sorry, probably wasn't your fault, Whiskey. It might have been, the third phase current and somebody fucking up things outside. I'm like, gee, okay. Well, at least he apologized for blaming me this time.
That's good.
Okay, right. I am going to drop out before I embarrass myself anymore. Or I can sit here and embarrass myself more and
I'm
let you all
pretty
stop
sure
me
you
after.
do that well enough as is without your voice. In fact, your voice might even remedy some of that embarrassment.
Well, yeah, but
And now I get
what
to
time is it
tag
now?
this. For me, it's 10:30 p.m.
Yes, and you're saying, and now you get to tag this as?
Or no, I get to tag this episode as having whiskey voice in it. I did that for the other one too.
Yeah.
I was just like whiskey golf.
Oh wait, I forgot.
Uh,
I forgot I was supposed
hey,
to.
hey, there's a heretic.
Oh, so there is.
Yes.
Heretic, are you going to play with us?
No.
Okay.
I was coming in here to see if there was any
Darkhound,
Why?
push the button. Yes.
how
Yes.
chaos triggered
I really
ACT.
need. I think I really need to like put my glasses on. I think because for some reason I thought this was
General.
Dirt. I thought this was Dirt's channel, and
Jesus, Whiskey, that's even worse than last time you joined the boaters chat.
Okay, first off, no giant mecha. Second off, Saratoga. Third,
I
no
just,
dirt.
yeah, I know. I just got up like I think about 10-15 minutes ago. On the other hand, this is actually like the first time I've actually slept for about 10 hours, give or take. So, normally I usually average about 6 or 7-ish.
So what you're
Today,
saying is no power is good for your sleep.
Kinda. Well, kinda. The other thing is also
Explain
that,
further.
well, actually, it was more like by the time I did manage to get to sleep, it was still midnight anyhow. But I woke up at 10. I woke up at 10 plus because there's nobody chasing me to wake up and do stuff and have a productive morning. Probably because I already told the parents that I was gonna be spending the whole morning at work, and later, well, after this, I have to go to JPN, Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara, the National Registration Department, to pick up my ID. Basically, yeah, this is an alien concept for Americans, but in Malaysia, when you're 12, you get an identity card, which has a smart chip on it, which has your fingerprints and stuff. So the idea is that if you have to do anything banking related, you stick your card in, it has your fingerprints on file, then you put your thumb on a thumbprint reader, and it verifies you're the actual person. However,
That's really high tech.
yeah, yeah, I know, surprisingly for Malaysia.
Especially for a scene, no offense.
It's definitely, yeah. It's actually pretty legit, and the idea is also that it has all of your details on it, so you can use your ID as your driver's license. But the JPJ, the Road Transport Department, they don't believe in that shit. Show your driving license. I don't want to look at no IC, man. Show your driving license. You got no driving license? Fuck you. Pick up the fine. Either it's you got a choice, man. You could either pay the $500 fine, or you could pay a $200 bribe. Which do you want to do? Malaysia, it's a lovely place. It's the only place in the world where you can get ticketed, arrested, and pay your fine on the spot. No worries. Sup, dude? You were driving with your phone. Do you want to pay a $300 fine, or do you want to pay a $100 bribe? I suggest the bribe. It's cheaper for you, man.
But wouldn't it be more morally right if I just paid the actual fine?
Yeah, but the cops don't like people paying the actual fine, because then...
It gets actually registered.
Yeah, pretty much. Also,
I think I would actually be the dick who would pay the fine.
Yeah, that sounds like you drink.
I mean, I should point out that this is a nation where Special Branch disappeared a Christian pastor in broad daylight, and when one witness was like, "Oh my God, what the hell is going on?" and then went to the police station to report, the police inspector is like, "Don't worry, it's just Special Branch rounding up some dangerous gangster. Don't worry about that." Pretty slick vehicle-based interdiction, though, all things considered. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. So basically, I'm 31.
Hi, Jimbo.
So that was, yeah, I'm 31. So that was like 19 years ago.
It's
Hey,
now a
Jim.
party.
Yep, it is. So
Party,
basically,
It was a party
when I
four
was
people
when I
ago.
was 12, I got my IC done. So the problem is that the people taking my thumbprints at the time did a shitty job of it, and so every single time I go to get my ID verified and my prints verified, it will not verify. So I was like,
I just citadeled that Bismarck.
wow,
Through the
Dude.
nose?
Through the nose.
lewd, very lewd, young man. You're
At
supposed to be
16 kilometers, no less.
What are you
17.
He's in a Bismarck.
No, what are you in?
Bismarck.
Holy what?
I don't know.
I guess
Well, chaos sounds
the
different.
only answer is, I guess, Bismarck is weak to twincest.
Tirpitz is a sister, so that would be sister cest or twin cest.
Well, he's playing a Bismarck as well. And he citadel a Bismarck. So it
This
has
is
to be
masturbation.
twincest.
Alright.
No, it's twincest.
Well, I don't know. That's the thing. Does the abyssal version of Bismarck is Abismarck a twin of Bismarck, or is she
Whiskey, we're talking about World of Warships.
I know. I'm being pretentiously philosophical.
See, the enemy's
I mean-
a Bismarck, and then I'm a Bismarck.
Hold on. Did you
Oh man,
And I'm playing the Hipper.
do conning towers count as
That's the speculation.
because a direct hit on the conning tower?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a citadel, though.
There's a speculation that it is.
Huh.
Well, I just found the Des Moines.
To be honest, I still don't
Fun
get.
times.
Actually, to be honest, there's days when I still don't really get what the Citadel means for World of Warships. When I played, I just like, okay,
It's the key engineering
Yeah,
and
that's
magazine
Citadel.
sections of the ship.
It's the place where you take the most damage.
Oh right, okay, now I get it.
Shell said there they do full damage.
It's lovely.
Okay. Well, I paid. Well, I only got as far as paddleboat cruiser, so yeah. So it's like, never mind. I just spam people with AG and then light them on fire. Paddleboat cruiser is hilarious. All those case maintenance.
No, I'm just letting my secondaries do the work. And that's the Citadel on Des Moines.
Beautiful.
Fuck you, Edinburgh. Stop shooting off my secondaries and shit.
You guys can run for one more.
Yeah.
After this
I
one,
really
sure.
I'll hop on.
I'm doing. The goal is to do 9s and 8s.
I have
Well, the
more
power's
8s than I
back.
do
Game is
9s.
returned. I guess I'll. Okay. Well, I guess I'll leave you guys to voting. And
No, keep talking, Whiskey. I like hearing your philosophy.
All right. Well, because Jimbo was in a Bismarck, but because he's American and he said it's a Bismarck. So I started thinking of it's an Abyssal Bismarck.
You
At
mean
which point,
Darkhound.
Darkhound, not Jimbo.
I not even won yet.
I'm getting everybody confused. Don't worry, it happens.
This is why on Discord you
Torpedoes!
have it designated for like who's talking.
And that's
what.
another Citadel. Every
Japan's
ship I have
method of
hit
dealing
so
with
far, I have
nuclear
Citadel.
Is
That
apparently
and
Barrage
Delicious.
fire.
Pound gives off a more British impression?
Yeah.
I'm
this is
wet.
probably why in the military they made everybody have call signs, even at the squad.
I'm
Get fucked.
giving off British impressions.
I don't know. That's the only thing that comes to mind.
Western USA.
It's
I
not
haven't
British.
been there.
It
Yeah, it's
doesn't
definitely
sound
not.
Like, it definitely doesn't quite sound like a British accent.
There's another Citadel. And you're dead
Nice,
because I
nice.
got multiple Citadels on you. Like a bitch.
Speaking of multiple citadels, something mentioned in the war room, a little bit of idiocy. Ships can now travel on land, but at a quarter of their maximum speed, and they are on land. So at which point
Now
people
you
are
have
going-
Code Geass.
Now we have Code Geass, yes. At which point people are going, oh yay, this will
I
be
thought
great.
you were playing Red
Planes
Alert
will
3.
be able to penetrate and shoot up.
Actually, technically, that'd be more of Command and Conquer 4. As much as I hate that game.
Also,
Because
Area
crawlers.
88 the Area 88 manga. The Area 88 manga had this ridiculous thing. It was a land crawler, seaplane, aircraft carrier.
That sounds like a crawler.
That
From
sounds like a crawler.
Yeah, it's shaped like an aircraft carrier. Okay, it's shaped like a fort. The standard classic American carrier layout. Okay, but it's a crawler, like a Jawa crawler. And then here's the best part.
Woo! 8k damage on a Magi with Hipper AP.
Like what the hell?
That sounds like the mobile base from Homeworld.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I do have to actually drop out because I gotta go and charge this thing and take a shower and stuff. And nobody wants to hear me in the shower because I get weird ideas, such as
Oh dear.
Oh lord.
As more
Such
loops or
Kantai Kassen!
well,
Kantai Kassen!
well, actually, no. You see, I was
Drake,
thinking.
are you
no.
okay?
I torpedoed a Magi at close range.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, actually, no. Not all of my
Kantai
ideas are lewd. I was actually going to be thinking about helicopters, white teams, red teams, and pink teams, and certain tactics. But okay, sure, we can do lewds. So anyway.
Whiskey, just
Yes, I know.
to be
This is a
sure.
public channel. This is a public
Well,
channel.
no,
You're showing this online.
I'm streaming.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
I
Look,
do have the
so-
viewer discretion advice thing, so yeah, we're good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Look. So
mostly for drunk Drake though.
mostly for drunkenness. Yes.
I don't drink very often.
Well, Drake, that's what I say, but apparently the C-tards remind me that every time I say that, the C-tards remind me that I apparently.
I don't have any alcohol in my apartment right now.
Okay, that's good.
You stay right
apparently-
now.
Right now, yeah.
I'd have to go out grocery shopping, and that's tomorrow morning.
I did
Okay.
grocery shopping on Wednesday.
Land Collector would like you to know that he is listening intently to your theory crafting. Please continue.
All right, theory crafting. Okay, right. So I was all right. So currently, in terms of our aircraft, and we do not have a credible anti.
I'm about to get torpedoed.
So, hence the whole thing about pink teams and white teams I was thinking up from Nam. See,
No, I'm just
back in
dead.
Nam. Alright, back in Nam,
You
had
were
three-
torpedoed though.
Yeah, back in
Yeah.
Well, I say we, but that was actually the Americans. I kind of think of myself as a pseudo-American at heart. I can remember the Pledge of Allegiance and not
Blame
the
Texas.
Malaysian Nagara. Blame Texas. That's right.
God damn it, Texas.
It was Texas. I mean, you know, Whiskey. He was just like this kid, and he went to Texas for like 6 months, and then somehow he picked up this terrible accent, which is so terrible because he doesn't have no real Texan people around him the last 20 years to help him perfect it. So it's just going off memory here. And then Whiskey, he was like,
It's not
Man,
that
Texas.
inaccurate.
yeah. Well, you know, it's working off 20-year memories. And Whiskey, he was like, man, Texas is like the greatest state in America, and America's like the greatest nation in the world. I like it here. It's a lot better than Malaysia. Then he had to come back to Malaysia, and he's like, oh man, I wish I had never left Texas. On the other hand, I had not left Texas. Bro, buying guns like nobody's business. I
That
mean, oh
moment
my
when you
God,
can't
Whiskey-
aim because you're laughing too hard.
Yeah, very
But you hit them
I'm dead.
anyways.
Yeah, that's
Right.
basically Drake anytime he has to listen to a story, now that I think about it.
Yeah, very much. All right, so now Malaysia, we have like literally no anti-tank ability in our helicopters. Now, about 20 years ago, we had this bright idea. We were going to buy ourselves Revolks, whatever. We were going to buy them fancy South African helos. Then the financial crisis hit. We got ourselves broke, and that's why we bought flankers from Russia. Because Putin was like, "You don't have greenbacks? Okay, sure. I'll take a couple million barrels of your palm oil." Yeah, which is how we're still paying off for stuff from Russia. We're like, okay, we can't pay you full in greenbacks. We'll get you palm oil. And Putin's like, yeah, okay, I can make soup with that. All right, I can make soap with that shit. So I can make cooking oil with that shit.
You're
Okay,
still willing
sure.
to trade with them, and that's the thing.
Well, pretty much yes. That's the thing. And also Putin's willing to take what he gets us. You know, we are kind of broke, and the hilarious thing is that our government, which is hilariously racist,
And
Malaysia
corrupt.
just for- Malaysia for the Malays. Chinese are the Jews of Asia. Chinese cannot be trusted. They're selling us off to China because China has the money. I mean, our national car maker, Proton, they were like, oh no, only a Malay must have Proton. Proton must be Malaysian. They just sold like half of it to China. China's gonna put a Chinaman in charge of our national car maker. On the other hand, we've been going downhill for the last 10, 15 years with Proton, so I think that could be an improvement. I mean, like, people don't like the new Protons. Like, I drive an old 15-year-old Proton Satria, which is a clone of the Mitsubishi Mirage hatch, and people who are of discerning tastes agree that that is a fine car. It's a lot better than newer shit that Proton has. I do have to maintain it properly though, because I'm on the hook for a lot of midlife replacements. Because the guy who bought it, he bought it for his daughter, because he was like thinking, okay, my little girl's gonna drive. She needs to have a car, and this way, Daddy don't need to drive her no more. Except that it turned out Daddy did need to drive her all the time because she kept conning him into being her driver. Girls,
Rip.
never have girls. They're dangerous for your health.
They're man's punishment for being a man.
Pretty much,
know-
yes.
Two younger sisters.
I
Hooray.
think that was.
I'm really glad
pretty
I
good
did not
game.
have a little sister. On the other hand, you know, if I had a little sister in real life, I think my devotion to Fubuki would probably not be as strong as it is now.
Whiskey,
Yes.
please.
Whiskey, please. No, it'll be Yamato, probably. Or
Older,
maybe not,
older
actually.
sisters are best sisters, man.
Older sisters are best sisters. Actually, it's kind of funny, but Haguro sort of vaguely reminds me of my actual older sister. Well, not really my older sister. She's my foster sister, my godparents' daughter.
Yes, you've
Except that
explained
she-
this.
No, that was actually, yeah, okay.
You
alright,
you
this
have
is- this is
at
for-
least to me.
This is for everybody else who's listening. I have an older in Asian things. It is possible to have unofficial family even if you are not related. So I have an older sister who is not actually my sister by blood, but I'm closer to her than the rest of my family.
Sounds like some of my friends that I'm.
Pretty much, yes. And her parents are my godparents, and I'm uncle to her kids.
Sounds like being
None
a
of my-
godparent.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also, I made a crap ton of credits that the Missouri loss. Like
Nice.
my net is 700 or 705,000 credits for that game.
That is oh wow.
On a
That
loss.
is a lot. My God, you made that much off a loss? Jesus Christ, Greg.
Missouri. I'm also running premium time, but yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. I kind of had the chance to get into warships at the ground floor on the start, but after a while, I'm just like, nah, it's not really my thing.
That's a shame. Because that's how Jimbo and the rest of them got me into Pensacola. Her.
There's something heavily
357 battles in Pensacola later.
Well, at least you didn't make such an obvious mistake like Dory.
Oh, no, that...
Wait, her name's Pensacola? I thought it was always Pepsi-Cola.
Boy,
Sorry, I'm being...
Boy,
I'm being-
I
Stop it,
will
stop.
rip your intestines out, strangle you with them, and then hang you with them.
Nah,
Why,
nah,
by
Drake.
calling her by her real name?
I know it's
Drake?
I
Pepsi
know
Cola?
I know it's Pensacola because Pensacola is where the Navy does aircraft does flight
Yes. It is also apparently the word Pensacola means long-haired tribe, referring to the Native Americans that used to live there.
So does this mean that Ship Girl Pensacola is naked and has long hair?
The
Well,
latter,
you guys want-
yes. The former, I'm definitely in the shower.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So technically, yes. Technically, yes. My ears might be slightly red. I'm not. I'm not sure if that's because of my headset or where my thoughts are going.
Don't worry. You get
Probably
an
both.
Don't worry. It's a problem. This is why I run earplugs now instead of a headset. Anyway, no, don't worry. You get inured to this kind of stuff. I mean, 20 years ago, 11-year-old whiskey was like, girls kissing girls. No, that's weird. That's like totally wrong and unnatural. 31-year-old whiskey is like,
Girls can't love girls.
31-year-old whiskey is like, okay, so Nagato and Mutsu shipping. So, okay, they're sisters. It's premarital sex. It's lesbianism. That's three depravities for the price of one. Okay, go ahead.
That is like the best summation I have ever heard.
Oh, wait, also, it's ships being reborn as women. Okay, that's another heresy being brought out. Okay, carry on. No, but yeah, I mean, I've found that ever since I started working, I have been a lot happier to throw the word heresy around.
Are you sure that's
because-
just because you've gotten to know Alpha?
No, actually, it's before alpha. And see, what I used, this is about
Pre-Alpha?
pre-alpha.
You must have been a beta tester too.
Actually, no.
God
But
damn it.
beta comes after alpha.
Oh no, it was worse than that. That's the piece of my part. So some
I have
people
no
know I work
regrets.
call
This was
center.
the only path.
It was the only path, and I'm smiling. So I work call center. So I write up
Oh.
the SOP for our department.
Oh,
And
call center?
Yes, it was
you
terrible.
poor bastard.
Oh, definitely. I might be going back there in January since our company's downsized. We'll see how. Hopefully
Oh
we'll see
my
how.
god, you poor bastard.
Oh my god, yes. I am a poor bastard. Anyway, so we go to
Oh.
call center, and then after that, I write the SOP. Nobody bothers to read the SOP. Everybody's doing their own thing, and I'm grumbling out, God damn it, these Malay Jahanam semua ni kumpulan ajaran sesat. At which point, kumpulan ajaran sesat literally translates as kumpulan is group, ajaran is teaching, sesat is lost. So you get lost in the jungle or shit. So ajaran sesat is teachings that lead you astray, or in common parlance, heresy. But it has a certain je ne sais quoi that you don't get in English. Anyway, yeah.
That's
so I used to
because
be old-
English is a bastard language.
It is, yes. I mean, if any other language is a nice hardcover book, English is a 3-ring binder with all sorts of pages stuffed in and out. And
English
there
finds
might-
a word at
Also,
English and
also,
language and picture.
the binder has also got bloodstains on it. I think from bashing someone's head in to mug them for their words.
pretty
there's
much.
also this thing of the 3 rings are made with human flesh.
I'm pretty
Turn
sure
on
the
fire.
outer cover. No, the outer covering. Because no, the rings would not be able to. The rings need to be made of bone because flesh is not strong enough, even when it's all in order to hold that stuff together. You need.
You
bone
would
for that.
think that, but skin is
Really?
very elastic.
Yeah, but no, this is me. But I don't really like elastic thingies for it.
Materials engineer.
Alright. Oh, speaking of materials engineer, great. You work for Goodyear, right? I don't suppose
Yes.
you could like hook me up with like 3 tires or something.
It's only
Probably
good
not,
for
never mind.
family.
Yeah. Well, aren't we family? We're brothers in nudity and boatness.
It
Brothers
only
in
works.
depravity?
It only
Yeah,
works
that-
in the U.S.
Yeah, I figured as much, but you know, like we say.
It was worth asking.
Yeah.
My parents would have been really confused about why did you give your Goodyear discount to a random guy in Malaysia? Well, he seemed all right.
Yeah.
I swear I wasn't drunk at the time.
Yes.
I can honestly
yeah.
see drunk Drake doing that though.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
so
but
much
okay.
worse that I could do. I just set a hipper on fire when I was aiming at a Fiji.
Oh, dear.
Nice job, Drake.
Lovely.
Nice job.
GG Nori. I've kind of forgotten.
Well,
the word.
I guess you could say I shot for the Fiji and I set Germany on fire. Okay, whatever.
That
that
wasn't
works.
even good.
I don't
like
know where
not
you were trying to
even
go with
that.
that.
Yang
That
good. Or bar.
I'm not-
It's kind of
That
night,
totally
and I'm a
missed.
morning person, and
yeah.
whatever. Fuck it, I'll bang a hipper or a Fiji,
Lewd.
but not incorrect. And there's a new fire for you, Fiji. So I guess fires are now STDs.
Well, if you
If
think
you
about it,
experience a
well,
burning sensation for more than 60 seconds, consult a doctor or ship.
Or just apply cold water to burned area.
yeah,
Actually,
okay.
that can be bad. Because I once had a 2nd-degree burn and I applied cold water to it, and suddenly I no longer had skin on that knuckle.
Wow. Fun.
So it causes your skin to contract because it's cold. However, because of the burning, your skin is not very well connected as well anymore. And it's more brittle.
And then ploop.
So that contraction results in separation.
I'm gonna guess you had to deal with a lot of bleeding after that.
God, was there pain.
Ow, Drake.
I didn't say
started
pain, I
sneezing
said blood.
after you said that.
Well, it's not as bad as the
Suffering
time
builds
as I
character.
tried to catch a plate that I had dropped, but it hit the countertop and then split
already
into
broken,
shards,
wasn't
and I literally tore out a chunk of my pinky.
Ow.
Like, I had a chunk of my pinky that was just kind of hanging on by a thread, and I just kind of looked at it and was like, this is not going to heal properly.
Alright, let's change this
So,
one.
how much of it did
I
you
have lots of
feel?
interesting injury stories.
No, let's change
So
this
how
up,
much of it
because I
is
have-
left, Drake?
The pinky healed back up.
Right, let's talk more heresy. Let's talk more heresy instead.
Heresy.
Because
Weren't
I
you
have
gonna explain like your card thing and how they screwed up your thing so your fingerprints
Oh yeah,
screwed up?
okay.
He probably masturbated too hard and it fucked up his fingerprints.
Actually, no,
Yeah,
like,
people
weird
are being
about
that for whiskey.
yeah, people are like, I mean, like, the C-tards are like, oh my god, the first day he finally faps, he's going to fap so hard he will break the earth. Dear God, whiskey, no, why? And I'm like,
Whiskey,
I don't
please.
know, I just don't. And then they're like, yeah, whiskey, please. That happens. But anyway, yeah, the fingerprints got fucked. I'm not sure how, but they fucked up my fingerprints, and so they never matched.
Maybe
so,
they fucked on them.
maybe, I don't know. It's the government. Anyway, 2 months ago, I went in to. So we've got elections coming up, and my address is still in the state where I got my ID taken, Sabah, which you know I've moved from there for like 12 years now. So I was like, okay, I gotta go and get my ID registered for where I'm living now, so that I can vote. so that I can keep our corrupt government from getting a 2/3 majority. This is how corrupt our government is. They pass a law allowing the unilateral conversion of children by their parents, and then they go, "Oh, wow, well, if you want, well, you need to give us a 2/3 majority so that we can undo this wrong that we have perpetrated on you Malaysians." Our government's like that.
And I hope every rational person's like, fuck that shit.
Every rational person's all fuck that shit, but the problem is that, the government is aiming towards the Malay Muslim majority, and their whole shtick is, we're doing this to defend Islam against the minorities who are out to get you. And
It's okay, I'm using you to help me turn.
Are like,
I'm gonna guess
"Oh,
there aren't
hey, windows
very
of Islam."
many rational people.
We
in
don't
Malay.
have that many. We don't have that many. The problem is that all the rational people are.
Oh no!
The problem is that
Poor
the-
Donskoy! Caught
is that
between
the
two
government is relying on,
battleships.
Rural areas.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
It is, because I took a citadel.
They're the people who will keep the government in power because they know who breads their butter. I grew up in a village, okay, and our village voted opposition, so got jacked and shit. No electricity, no running lights, no water, no schools, no nothing. You had to go to the river and bathe, which was a problem because I've gotten swept away by the river twice. So I will never go to any water where thingies and all that because that's kind of triggering. But yeah, my mom's like, "Oh my god, the baby is being washed away."
Baby, daddy needs a bullseye.
Kinky.
Anyway, yeah, so I go 2 months in to get my ID change, update my fingerprints and shit, and it's only like last week that it got done, and they were promising me it would be done in 2 weeks.
Our team is
Yay
like,
for
we need to,
government.
we're over pushing. And my first thought is, I could go into A.
We could go deeper.
Go in deep and hard. And that's what you should be doing,
Oh.
deep and hard.
And honestly, now's a good time to
I'm
push
still wondering
because
how
of the
Dory-
cyclone.
Screwed up writing leave and love so badly.
Oh, another hit.
Oh, Dory?
I don't know. Darkness.
We traumatized
Okay,
them.
I'm radar.
Yeah, Missouri.
What he put in was, I love for 30
I leave for 30 minutes is what his
No,
intent
he put
was.
in,
His
He
intent.
intended to put leave, but he put love somehow for 30 minutes, and then
Autocorrect.
puts in again 30 minutes, and then he just gets. People just don't let that go.
Well, especially not PSV because we're all about fucking trolling the shit out of Dory.
Especially the
Hey
shit
there,
posting
Mo.
incidents.
Mo money, mo prop.
Why is this actually a thing?
What?
Australia being flipped upside down. Looking like America's retarded little sister.
What's Australia doing?
You flip Australia upside down, it looks like America's retarded little sister.
Well, Australia does have certain closeness with America, despite all of Trump's best efforts
Damn.
to sabotage
Almost
that.
stole the kill.
What I find very amusing, however, is that Trump has managed to push Qatar towards closer towards Iran, despite Qatar being one of the more reliable Middle Eastern allies of America. To the point
Well,
when you
part of that is Saudi Arabia's coalition.
Partly that, yes. I'm still amused that Trump's son-in-law, a Jew, thinks that he's bros with this Saudi dude when the Saudis are all kill the Jews, jihad. But then,
Dirka,
he's an
dirka.
idiot. He's an idiot. Yes, I know. Somehow there are days when I wake up, I look in the news, and I think to myself, dear God. On one hand, you've got Tillerson and Mattis. This is the first time ever that a sex state and SecDef have actually been working together very closely, and they're not feuding with each other and fighting each other. I mean, they make the point to work together, support each other, and all that. I mean, in an interview, Mattis was
That's
well,
because they entered into a suicide
Yes.
pact.
yes. I mean, like, there was this interview where Matt is pointing out, well, yes, defense is important, but the job of the SecDef is to support the Sec State and give him options. So that if diplomacy doesn't work, then that's where I come in, and he can call me in. But yeah, it looks like they're like, and basically, it seems like they're the coalition of the adults in the horror show that is the Trump administration.
Solo cap.
So, Cap, yes. All right.
I think in the end, Mattis is probably going to be either one of the people who comes off looking the best from this term, or one of the worst.
Probably, yeah. I mean, it depends on how you look at him. I mean, people like Polygon are whining about how he's just a yes man, etc., etc. On the other hand, it's Polygon. I mean, Polygon's kind of something of an idiot. He wants, I mean, like, you know, this reminds me of how I first got on CC 4 years ago in SV. So we're like, no, it was 3 years ago. Was it 4 years ago?
Shit.
Oh god, I can't remember. So anyway, you know, where he's talking about Black Lagoon, and he's talking about how Roanoke is such a terrible place that needs immediate nuking. And I pointed like, no, that isn't immediate nuking. You nuke Roanoke. It's not going to fix things. You need to establish the rule of law. You need to instill the respect of law and order. And he goes, no, that takes too much time. You're not doing anything. We need to intervene. We need to nuke the place. I'm like, okay.
I think he just wants to nuke things.
Paul Logan has a very simplistic view of law of morality. Let's put it that way. I mean,
He
like,
has morals.
Morals? What are those? Do they taste good?
No, it depends. I mean, I'm immorals, but then my immorals will immediately turn this chat and to give this chat an NC-17 rating. So you know.
Doesn't Drake already have that?
No, I
Oh,
just
okay.
have a mature
he does?
audience warning.
Oh, okay. Well, look, you know, morals are things that we do, which is like, you know, don't steal, don't backstab your bros, all right? And then immorals are what happens when, you know, like, your bro gets backstabbed, you mount a one-man revolution against the king to redress that issue, and then when people call you bad, you go, all right, well, you all call me bad for wanting to stick up for my bro, all right, I'll be the baddest Malay ever. I'll be so bad, and when people talk about badness, they talk about Hang Jabat as the most baddest Malay ever, dude. I'm gonna go and kill all the Mados in the palace now.
Shut up, gangster. No one cares.
Yeah, no, it sounds a lot more high-faulted in classic Malay, which nobody actually ever reads anymore.
So basically
I'm not-
like Latin, except in reading instead of speaking.
It's kinda, I guess. I mean, people. I don't know. Anyway, what was I trying to say? Right, morals. So morals are life. Yeah. So anyway, immorals are actually Asian values because if you look at our literature and our stuff, we're on about cheating, you know, stealing people's wives, talking smack about people.
Yeah! Close quarters expert in a Donskoy.
You're welcome.
Oh, it's too fucking funny.
Yeah, so yeah, morals are, yes. I mean, like, you know, morals are annoying. In fact, I think, and the Japanese, I think, have realized that because, you know, if you look at their porn, they've thrown away their morals. Okay, you see a cute schoolgirl on the bus, you want to rape her? All right, go right ahead, man. You the man. And release your morals, embrace your depraved, that kind of thing. And that's how the Japanese people manage to function.
Oh yeah, and in their games apparently.
And in their, yeah.
Give me a Kraken.
No.
Games. Now remember this dude on SB, Shane Wallace. Pacifist as
Ah,
all fuck.
shit.
Does not believe that nations share militaries. And then he whines that his games are not ultraviolet, and then he whines when games are not ultraviolet, and when games actually have less lethal takedown options. He wants to, you know, kill everything. Even when playing with Spike, who is not exactly a kill everyone kind of guy.
Where?
Well, if he was playing the Punisher or Wolverine, he would be in the right.
Yeah.
On
Unfortunately, Spider-Man.
secondaries.
The Spider-Man is not, yeah.
Unless
Although-
he's playing the Assassin Universe Spider-Man, then.
Maybe.
Damn.
Speaking of Punisher, I'm actually kind of looking forward to Netflix Punisher coming out. It seems promising.
Oh yeah, has anyone seen Orville? What's their opinion about it?
I've seen Orville up to about 5 episodes now. I'm gonna watch episodes 6 and 7 today. Episodes 1 and 2 are kind of weak, in my opinion. It feels like, you know, very budget cosplay Trek. Episode 3 and 4 onwards, it gets better. If Star Trek is Coca-Cola, Orville is your store brand.
No! God damn it! Fuck you.
I think my best way of
Hey,
referring to Orville.
I did not
Orville
steal any of your
feels to me
kills there.
more Trek than Discovery. I would rather watch Orville than Discovery.
Yeah, haven't actually seen a couple episodes of Discovery. On that part.
God damn it.
Also,
I didn't feel
I wholeheartedly recommend SEAL Team on CBS. Despite being on CBS, it is not as rah-rah American as NCIS or CBS staple shows are. It's actually a pretty legit, pretty good show.
Just watch Tom Selleck
Eh.
in Blue Bloods. Everything will
I'll
be
just
better.
wait a while before looking into it, or at least look into other opinions about it
I think it's fine.
to see if how
Blue
much
Bloods.
Blue
like
Bloods
how
is
much
legit.
personal bias or not they're in.
Partially because my dad facially looks like Tom Selleck. I'm not
Well,
even
you know.
lying. People have said it's like,
Wow.
Great.
Okay. Well, you know,
never
I'll
see
put it.
someone
I'll
who
put
looks
it this. I'll put it this way, Heretic. In episode 2, the titular SEAL team is sent into Syria to a Syrian chem weapons lab. At which point they find that there's been a leak of sarin, and quite possibly VX. And then they also find that the people who were forced to work in that lab are now sick, and there's like about 20, 30 civilians there.
just for context, sarin is a nerve gas.
Yep.
And that was the gas that was released in the Japanese train terrorism incident in the early 90s, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
that was
Yeah.
yes. Also, Assad's making sarin too, and the SEALs are like, oh, and the SEALs are like, oh, fuck. And
As
then,
they rightly
MC
should.
Yes, and then MC's, and then and the MC's second in command, and also the black best friend SEAL
Pick
is
something.
like really pissed off about, is like
Oh.
pretty pissed off about this, and points out that, the Brits made VX by mistake. America went and mass produced that shit. Are we really the good guys here? I said, yes, we're the good guys. Yeah, sure. All right, come on, let's get things up. But actually, no, I think it's quite okay. I mean, it's a very gray kind of series. There's no clear cut, really, right or wrong. It's just, especially like, the pilot episode where dudes are heading out to rescue this hostage and shit. It's not filmed in a very rah, all right, let's go get the hostage. Be the best. It got a certain melancholy feel to it. Like, this is what we do, and it's
Day in, day out.
day in, day out.
This is their office job.
Is it sad that every time, like I'm hearing more of this, my brain just jumps to the Russian stereotype of we killed 20 hostiles. There were only 10 terrorists. 20 hostiles.
Oh yeah. Nah, it's like there's certain spoilers that I won't get into with the first episode, but there's very little rah-rahness about it. One thing that I do find hilarious is and they mentioned in the episode is one of the characters, bearded Southern SEAL Sonny. He's like the butt monkey of everything. They've got this one dude who's like a mentor to most of them, who's now persona non grata because he wrote a book, and so a bunch of the instructors and ex-senior SEALs are talking about this. Did you read the book? No. Did you read the book? No, didn't read it. Did you read it? No. And so it's like, ain't nobody gonna ask me if I read the book? Everybody said, nah. It's like, oh, okay, all right, I get you. I don't need y'all. And then he's like, oh, and in the third episode, they're like, okay, we're gonna do a combat swim route. Can I suggest to you gentlemen, we do an underway Barden, sharpened with the helo. Sonny, how dumb do you have to be to join the Navy when you can't swim? I'm not afraid of swim. Sure, I just don't like to swim. Sure. And then they spend the rest of the episode shitting on him for being scared of swimming and scared of sharks.
To be fair, being scared of sharks is
Pretty normal.
acceptable.
It's pretty normal, yes, until the part where he goes and he gets the supply PO, petty officer, to pass in this bracelet he ordered, which apparently costs a fair bit. It's got a bunch of magnets on it, and this thing is better than Aquaman's Trident. It will totally protect me from them sharks. And she's like, okay, sure, whatever, man, whatever.
And it just attracts sharks.
Actually, no. Surprisingly, there were no sharks in the waters at all. I think they were just, shitting on him the way that the sea chat shits on me all the time, which, I like that. They sound like normal
Which,
people.
to be fair,
It's
is
funny.
easy.
Shh. To be fair, yes, it's very easy and low. It's easy and low hanging fruit.
So it's the
so basically
Fubuki
like we were- how we were shitting on
you.
Slogo a couple days ago.
It's
Or-
pretty much
Hey.
pretty much, I think. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I like it. It's an okay series. Action wise, of course, it's no act of valor. The TV budget means there are limitations, but it does. I mean, based on stuff that I've read, memoirs and things, it does have the same feel. It feels a lot more grounded, a lot more real. Probably helps that also random pseudo extra who doesn't have a name, who shows up from time to time in pretty much most episodes, is one, their military advisor, and two, is an ex-Delta guy, which is something that amuses me. An ex-Delta guy is an army guy is the main advisor on a show about SEALs.
I imagine his buddies give him a lot of shit for it.
Maybe. I mean, there are a bunch of other SEALs also advising. Rumor has it that one of the unnamed other two advisors is Mark Owen, aka the guy from SEAL Team 6 who shot Bin Laden and is now PNG because he talked too much. Yeah, but no, Tyler Gray is not in that. Tyler Gray is not in that level. Like although I mean, it's an open secret he's Delta, but he just says, "Oh no, I was just a Ranger. I just got blown up while doing Ranger things." Yeah.
To be fair, once a ranger, always a ranger.
Yeah.
Kind of like being an Eagle Scout, except you're a fucking ranger.
And you have guns.
Scouting
Anyway,
has
yes.
guns.
No, Rangers have guns.
Yeah, scouting has guns though.
Rangers have real guns.
Scouting does not have guns. Not where I come from.
Do
Well,
you
you're not from America, and
do
that
you
explains.
you don't have a
Scout.
shotgun merit badge or
No.
shotgun shooting or a rifleman
Well,
rifleman
Okay.
merit badges?
All right. Well, okay. No.
I mean,
And-
hell,
listen,
Philmont Scout Ranch has
Ow.
30-06s that you can fire.
I feel I must point out that I am spotless accent.
You,
and-
I do declare that you have full of shit.
No, seriously though, I'm Malaysian.
Y'all need to
Best part
calm
is-
down here.
Yeah, y'all need to calm down. No, seriously though, here's the best part. I'm Malaysian, and I only learned how to do the Malaysian accent like a couple of years ago. Otherwise, my default accent was American or British. 'Cause my mom studied in England, and she came back British. So she used to be a nurse. Now she's a kindergarten school teacher. So now,
Well,
whenever parents, he's a principal now actually. So whenever parents bullshit, she just goes full British. Excuse me, sir. I am the principal of this school. I
Shut the fuck
do
up and
believe
get out.
that I know better. Yes, she can also say that because her enrollment is been 100% for the last 5 years. She has a literal waiting list. And that's the thing that I tell my mom, mom, that's the number one thing I'm so jealous about you. You can tell people to go take a hike.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the
I just
advantage of
remember,
being the boss.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just browsing. Armgard, and basically the thing was one of the people saying, "I want to see your manager," and then a whole bunch of the demonic thing going on. I am the manager.
I am the Senate.
Shut up, Palpatine.
Okay, well, if we're going to be talking about customer service, I definitely have not mentioned this story before in this chat. I mean, Drake has heard, so is Jimbo, and I think Heretic. So, I work call center. Okay, I work call center
Which is
for
cancerous as fuck.
Not only is it cancerous as fuck, I work call center for Domino's Pizza. The only call center
Double is
in the
can,
world.
double the
Yep.
cancer.
At least people call in. So usually, because I have the pretty much super English compared to the average Malaysian. So I usually get called up to. I was a supervisor at the time, so I get called up to people be like, "Whiskey, help me! There's no, I don't want to put it. Dia tengah speaking." So I'm like, "There's a white dude. They speak in English." So I'm like, I pick up the phone. "Hello, good afternoon. This is Whiskey speaking. How can I help you? I want someone to speak. I want someone to speak English right now. Nobody speaks English here." "Right, ma'am. If you could come, sorry. Right. So can I help you? Get me somebody who speaks English right now. Get me someone who speaks English. I want someone speaking English." "Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Whiskey. How can I help you?" "Oh, finally, thank God. Someone who speaks English." "Ma'am, I am the exact same person who was on the phone with you just now. I've just changed the location of my accent from London to Austin, Texas. Now, how may I help you, ma'am?"
Oh, here, I found it.
Yeah, Yeah, that was like, yeah, okay. I'm not getting the same reactions here. That's fine. Okay, never mind. So.
Dumb as fuck, Rune.
Yeah.
Well,
I know.
at least 3 of the people in here are playing World of Warships.
That's
We are actually using the channel for its stated purpose.
Yeah, the rest of y'all are just here to.
Shit on whiskey.
Yes, pretty much. Designated comic relief duty.
Shit. Fuck. Oh, I'm dead.
I will be soon.
God,
I'm
love
against
it. Yeah,
t-
absolutely need to-
two higher tier cruisers on
Later,
my
guys.
own.
See ya, Whiskey.
Also, if you guys ever try a game that has differences stuff from World of Warships, I totally heartily recommend Heliborn. It's basically WoWs but with helicopters, but it's a lot more fun.
Oh yeah,
That-
I have seen some good shit about that.
Yeah, I mean Heliborn right now is totally a lot better than it was a year ago, especially since you now have co-op PvE and you have US servers, whereas before it was just Europe, so you're always playing against Russians. So you know,
Russians.
Sikaplead, Rush B, fuck up the Americans. Use Hind, use him, fuck up the Americans. Having said that though, a lot of people are still playing in Generation 1 and 2. Why? Gen 1 is Gulf Tonkin, so it's okay. Gen 2 is Nam, it's mostly flat. Nobody really likes playing Generation 3 because it's Afghanistan. So you're always either hitting into mountains or getting ambushed by SAM teams. Yeah, on the mountains. It's kind of cancerous. But I like it, it's fun. It's fun, but definitely, you know,
Oh,
you
I'm
do
dead.
kind of sort of have to. One of the more annoying objectives in PvE is where you have to kill infantry. You have to go to a grid square, look for infantry, and kill them, and they're pretty hard to find, which is why you pretty much have to run it like Nam. Pink team.
For the team.
Yeah, now you got to do pink teams like Nam. You have one scout bird, like a loach, which can detect infantry, and then you've got an attack bird, like say a cobra. And so the white goes first and spots an enemy, and then the red shoots them.
The
and white
simplest
goes
way to say it is,
killer
the
team.
Mighty Jingles actually has a really good video on it.
Heliborn?
God damn it. Okay, right. I did not know that, but that makes sense. Jingles is that kind of guy. Alright, go look for Jingles.
Yeah, it's actually really good. And he explains
Well,
it all
it's-
very well, and he only explodes by flying into the map border once.
I have it.
What bitter irony of Jimbo dying to fire in a Monarch.
Right. Okay. Yeah,
Here we go. It's in random games.
So we backing out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm backing out too. Okay, have fun, guys. Also,
Whiskey, you're not supposed to back out, though, when you're that deep into Fubuki.
true. I mean, alright, fine. Alright, we will physically remove ourselves from this chat and then continue being deep in. Oh, incidentally, since I have a quota of loots to fulfill, apparently, according to the latest chapter of Everlasting Summer Blizzard, Fubuki goes commando when sleeping.
Yes.
This makes Admiral have a heart attack. This amuses me very much.
Not
That's
It
surprised.
took her about 2 pages to realize.
Yes.
She
Fubuki
knows what
is-
she's doing.
Either she knows, I think some part of her knows what she's doing, and the rest of her is not aware. It's like her subconscious is fighting against herself or something. But yeah, this is either going to end with Admiral being balls deep into her, or he's gonna die of a heart attack.
Probably the latter.
Probably it's the latter. I mean, that reminds me also. That reminds me.
One last game.
Side story manga by the same author. You have Bro Admiral, who's like.
Oh,
Saiyans.
an Oi?
Yes, and then you actually need Oi being all totally naked and hugging him from behind for him to finally get that. Oi thinks of me this way. At which point then KTKM showed up and
Ruined the moment.
ruined the moment.
And then Koji hasn't written about
Done
them
any-
further for a while.
Yeah.
The tease!
So much of a tease. Okay.
Let's go.
Later, dudes.
Later.
See ya.
Sukabliat.
Rush B.
Well, I think this fits very well.
What?
You have this one lady saying, "We spend 3 billion hours a week playing video games. Is it worth it?" And then you have the reaction image of, "Gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers." I have no idea what accent I was trying to do there.
You have to pump the numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
Shut up, Schwarzenegger.
I actually threw in a bit of Scottish.
I
You
heard-
sound more Schwarzenegger.
Oh, that was the original intent, and then it mutated. This is why I have an RP character who speaks in 8 accents in 7 words. Because I had a bad tendency to
because you
mutate
can't do,
accents.
one
I
accent for a very
I
long
couldn't
time.
know. So we just went with it. Because there's like, how are you doing this, Drake? And I was like, I don't know. The words come out of my mouth and I can't stop it. And it's just like, Drake, you have issues. I know! And that's how Borelius came to be. If I get superior numbers, fuck that. I do what I want.
If the enemy team has superior numbers, that just means they need to bring more for it to be a fair fight. What?
What?
I know vagina in Latin means sheath, because gladius is sword and just sheathing your sword. That's kind of where the expression comes from. Sheathing yourself in them. Yeah. The more you know.
Why am I not at all surprised?
Would you know that Virgil's Aeneid is one of the few publicly read books that has sex in it? Book 2 with Dido of Carthage. They have sex in a cave. We didn't get it until our Latin teacher was like, yep, this is actually what's happening.
Well, considering there's porn in the
shit,
Bible,
man.
I'm not surprised.
I forgot.
Yeah, but that's not
need to read some more
a
French
normally read
at some point.
book
They don't really go into
in school.
detail.
Or
Depends
at
on your
least
school.
That's a fair point. Wall of skill.
So much skill right there.
Ooh, boy. Get fucked, Mr. Neptune. Yep, he's DCP'd. Have another dose of fire.
Oh well. I mistimed my dodge just slightly.
He's got a new dose of fire.
Yamato Damashi!
Kataka-san!
Age of the heavens.
I'm so disappointed that there still isn't more from the Pacific from them.
At least we have a fanfic of the Conversion Bureau and fucking
I heard
Sabaton.
about that. I haven't read it, but I've heard about
It's
it.
good. Wait, what? I killed him? He had plenty of HP. What the fuck?
I guess he didn't.
He did when you hit him.
I guess not. Archduke, I was talking about the Aeneid by Virgil. It's something you have to translate in Latin class if you get to AP Virgil. Small wonder. Stop juke. So... Please, Kantai Kesson, do not horribly bumfuck me. Thank you, Mr. Yamato. Arigato.
Arigato, Monsieur Roboto.
Itsurasete.
Knocked out one of the Iowa's guns.
He's burning in 2 places as well.
I do not have shots at anybody.
Also known as dead.
Maybe we should turn around.
They're all
Maybe.
green.
Seems to be what
Man,
the enemy team's
my
doing.
ship looks gaudy as fuck. Fucking
That is
Halloween
not the
camp.
smartest cat.
Ship looks stout.
Say what about cats?
Stout.
This cat is not very smart.
Ah, stupid island keeps eating my shots on accident. I can't
Auto
aim with
mods are
shit.
silly. Wait, why am I being tagged somewhere?
Yeah. SFW images.
Not my cake day.
Ah. Shit. Stop.
The fuck?
Schmockasy's gonna be a bit of an issue.
Sekamachi win.
Roach.
I'm coming. But not in that way,
My
Darkhound.
hallelujah.
See, I already knew that you were going to say that, so I already preemptively said that I was not saying it in that way.
Yeah, but you already came, so. It's okay, I'm used to getting my shit beat in.
I didn't know you liked that.
I don't, but I'm used to it.
Alright, this is gonna be very inappropriate. Actually,
Yes,
no,
and?
I will not say it. I will not say it. I have reconsidered, and I'm like, no. I have
You're not
limits.
whiskey.
Well, no, it's not inappropriate in that manner. It is much worse. Also, if you can, delete the HIV. Prevent AIDS.
The Henry?
Yes, HIV.
Oh. Well, I just put Citadel into the Zao, so. Nope, no can do. Because torpedoes!
Torpedoes!
That would be called a Fletcher.
Same thing, really. I mean, it's not a wall of
Oh,
skill, but I still walked
Jesus.
right into it.
Fucking corpses.
What about necrophilia?
Okay, steel.
They get in the
mill,
way.
Cobble. Accident.
Motherfucker.
That guy is so stupid.
Gloria's British Free JA.
Good work. Hi there, Fletcher.
Well, I'm gonna leave the call.
Okay.
See you.
See ya.
Live in verse. This is weird.
Are you fucking serious?
Rest in pepperonis.
Got him back.
Yep.
This is just one of those evenings.
We all die?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm dropping off.
See you. I'm probably stopping too.
Yep.
Night,
Night.
y'all.
Unsurprising.